Hi guys, in this video I will teach you how to create a leather shader in Vray for Cinema 4D. So let's begin. First of all, I want to create a new Vray bridge advanced material. This is the basic material for create probably every material you want in Vray, and second of all, I want to rename it to leather. Sorry. And then in the diffuse layer, diffuse color texture, I will apply my fabric leather texture. This series of textures are available on pooligon.com for free, and I will give you the link in the description of this video. So I select the color texture and apply it to the texture layer of the diffuse color. Okay, after doing this, I'm going to activate my specular layer and apply to it my reflection glossiness texture, the gloss texture map of this material. Okay, we can try to assign my leather texture to my shadow ball to see what happened in my render. I think the UV mapping is good, so render to picture viewer. Okay, my basic shader is good. I see my leather works great here and here, but I'm not happy with this result. I want to increase the detail of my shader with my normal map. So I double click on my material to open up the material editor and activate the bump layer of this material. Select a map type of normal in tangent space and apply to it the fabric layer normal map. Okay. I want to deactivate my channel to see what happened with normal map. I think the best one is tangent space to create the desired effect. Set to 1, reactivate my texture of the diffuse and my specular layer. I want to reduce my specular color to reduce the reflection of my material, so I set up my brightness to about 70% and my mix strength of my reflection glossiness to about 0.8. Okay, good, and see what happened in my render to picture view. Okay, my render is finished, and as you can see, my textures, the detail of the normal map are projected on my shader very well. I love these effects in this area. Is too evident, and I think it's good here, but I will try to invert the normal and see what happens, and I think I increase a little bit my glossy and my specular power to have the correct look that I want of my leather shader. So double click on it, close the picture viewer, open up my leather shader, increase my specular to 85% on my specular color, and the reflection glossy and mixed strength of my map about 0.9. Okay, and see what happened. Wait a new. No, sorry, I want to invert my BAM map, my normal map, with select invert here, and see what happened in my test render. Okay. I think this is the correct position of my normal map, and I really appreciate the fact on this contour nearby my logo, and I think the result is good, but I want to increase a little bit my normal map to have a better effect and decrease the glossiness, increase the glossiness values of my specular to have a more shiny effect on my leather. So I'm going to my BAM map and apply an amount of about 3 centimeter, and in my specular layer I want to reduce my impact of my leather gloss of about 0.5. I think I want to apply my ambient occlusion map of this material in a sort of strange mode to increase the contrast in the diffuse layer of my material. So I want to apply a layer shader on my texture and click on it and add to it my ambient occlusion texture, this one, AO map. As you can see, it put it on top of my previous diffuse texture layer, and I want to put it on light. Maybe we can try with hard light. Maybe I will try to invert it, setting my black point to 1 and my white point to 0, and okay, highlight. Maybe we can try about with the AO inverted and set it to normal to 15% on my diffuse layer texture, and we'll try to see what happens in my render view. Okay, with these little tricks I see better my texture of my ladder map, but it's too maybe too shine the material at this moment, so I wanna to reduce a little bit the effects of my AO in my diffuse layer, so I maybe set it to 10%. I'm going to my specular layer and maybe increase a bit my specular layer reflection glossing power to 0.75, and I will try to deactivate trace specular, because we don't want the specular but only the reflection to simulate realistic look of my material, but I'm doing this only for security, for a check. So let's close it and we'll try the render on my picture viewer. Okay, something is wrong, so I stop my render and I wanted to see what damn is happened here, because what? Okay, it's a problem with the deactivation of my specular, I think, because I'm going to check it. Try specular. Yes, it's a problem with this. So I'm going to decrease my reflection glossiness to about 0.75, maybe 0.7, and see what happened in my test render now with the specular deactivated. I think the result is better than the previous one. Delete the finished render, and now we can compare the two render to see what happened. Okay, the render is good. I really appreciate the more light reflection on my shader, but I really like this highlights here on this edge, and I think the texture is good. So for me this material is very well. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you in the next video. Bye!